We were born in St. Lambert, but at home, and there were 5 children, and we were the last 2, the youngest by 4 years. So we were sort of together all our lives, which is wonderful. It's a team. Anyway, we moved to Montreal and lived up on Westmount Mountain till we were married. And that was very lucky because we lived where the mountains were, where the snow was, and where we played sports and were interested in all kinds of outdoor activities. And we had a very happy life. We told our mother we didn't need to be taken care of when we were 5. We could take care of ourselves, and she'd dump us out in the snow early in the morning. We had skied in Westmount Mountain. Our brothers were jumpers, and Edgar was 8 years older than us, but he challenged. We used to pump our way down the trails into Côte de Neige to where the big ski jump was, and wonderful jumpers like Punch Bott and
Olsen brothers.
Well, yes, and anyway, we used to jump on the junior jump and the intermediate, and one day we were walking up over the mountain and he saw us right near the takeoff of the jump up the hill, and he said, "When are you going over?" "Right now." And anyway, okay, let's go. So we just went roaring down the trail. I don't know who went first, but anyway, boop, over the jump, and it's a nice big one. It's just a straight run anyway, so why not? Just got a bump on it. So over we each went. I think the first time I went, I think I just sort of paused. I hit quite hard and not too far down, of course. It's the first time. I guess we just floated. We didn't really add the jump, shall we say. But I can remember just briefly sitting down and then standing up and doing the wonderful down the landing and towards the clubhouse at the bottom, the Montreal ski clubhouse.
And that transition was quite exciting because suddenly you'd go down and go, oomph, there you were. Unfortunately, I had to be invited to join it, and they took people who were a little older, who had graduated from high school. But we were very keen to become penguins because we'd read about them, and they were heroines.
They believed that they should have good, some person come and teach them all how to turn a ski properly. So they brought this Duke Dimitri over, and he started classes for them, and it just grew from there. And
the nice thing was that they encouraged other people to learn how to ski and to get out, and they were our inspiration, certainly.
Going over in 1948, of course, he had to wait till after the war, and finally the Olympics came, and we were named to the team. We went over on the Queen Mary.
And we were the only 2 girls.
And anyway, the coach, of course, was Emile Allais. What could be more exciting at that point, who was the world champion? We arrived over there, and then on we went to Paris. We had to cross the channel. That was the worst part, but the water. But anyway, we went on to Davos, and what a magical land. This is something we had dreamed of all our lives. And to be in Davos was just stunning.
We'd go up to the top and ski down to Closters, a few villages below, and follow him. And
Kublitz.
Anyway, one of the boys went over, rode his skis, and broke her ankle. Well, that put
right
her
away.
out.
There go the hopes. So very sad. We're still in this beautiful place. But in the meantime, Rona had been up on the mountain with the team training. Of course, now she's the only girl. So what happens? She goes down over the cliff on the other side, and there's a rock underneath the snow, believe it or not. She catches on the rock. Her ski comes off. In those days, the skis were very large skis, and as the ski had a string attached to it, so up it goes up in the air, and guess what? No helmet, crack. Down comes the big cut in the back of the head. So anyway, she skis and continues on down, and then goes back to the hotel, and goes in, and yeah, we'll just go down to see Dr. Fry. So anyway, along comes the race, the big thrill of a lifetime. Oh yeah, here's the race. Now it's the slalom. So now it's the downhill. 1948 game.
I got up to the top of the course, and of course my head's bound up and whatever. And I was sitting on some kind of a platform of snow, and somebody swung around and hit me in the back of the head with their skis, which would go well. Anyway, I got up and started down the course, and it seemed great. You just take off, and there was this great part that went around like this, and then down and around, and I don't know what's around that corner, but it goes up. And on the left was a sort of a cliff, or it went way down. So I came along at a nice speed and everything, and I tried to little plow, looks like a corner. I flew up in the air, my right ski hit the left ankle, and I heard this loud crack, and landed way down the deep snow.
Funny.
So I thought, well, I gotta finish. So I started climbing out, and a couple of girls went by after all the Olympics. And then I got on the course and finished, and Canada came last. I went over to the hospital and had a cast put on.
I was over in 52, and this British news reporter came up to me and he said, well, I hope the Canadian ladies do better in this Olympics. Boom. Never mind. That's the way it goes.